Hello, lovely viewers. You are most welcome to our channel Poetry Online. In this video, we shall be presenting to you the mistakes candidates make in friendly letter. Kindly subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get updates on all our new videos. Once again, let us assure you of a very interesting discussion. Get ready for this lesson. Majority of candidates prefer to write friendly letters in waec examination. However, they do not take the pain to study the features and the characteristics into details. Hence, they end up swapping or using features of different essay formats for friendly letters, which makes them deviate or lose majority of the marks. Here are some of the most repeated or most recurring mistakes that examiners always complain about. 1. The use of illogical or absurd ideas. It is true that a friendly letter or a letter demands that you create a real-life situation of the keywords contained in the question. Hence, you can tell a lie here and there without anyone penalizing you. However, be careful not to write illogical or absurd ideas as answers to your essay question. The questions demand that you create a reasonable essay or a reasonable write-up to capture a real-life situation. Hence, inasmuch as you are creating or using your own imagination to write up whatever that you are writing, always make sure that you don't over-exaggerate or you don't over-tell lies which will make your letter unbelievable or unreasonable to anyone marking it. Your letter has to be reasonable. It has to imitate a real-life situation. Therefore, over-exaggeration and over-elaboration of certain things will cost you your marks. Hence, candidates are advised to desist from doing that. 2. The use of bloated language. In writing a friendly letter, your language must be straightforward and simple. If you use complex and bloated language, your letter will look like an academic piece of writing. Hence, the examiner will mistake your friendly letter for a formal letter. The tone of your friendly letter must be conversational and friendly. Here again, candidates are advised not to be jovial or comical about whatever you're writing. This is a real-life situation and you are writing for the purpose of examination. So, do not be jovial or comical about what you're writing. 3. Ambiguous jargons, words, and phrases. It is true that when writing a friendly letter, you can use jargons or terms known to you and your friend. However, you have to remember that you are writing for the purpose of examination. Somebody is going to mark you. The person must first understand what you're writing before he or she can score you or give you a better score. Therefore, inasmuch as you can use jargons which can easily be understood by the examiner, or jargons that can easily be understood when anyone takes it to read it. Using ambiguous jargons, words, or phrases will rather confuse the examiner. Hence, he or she would not understand what you're writing, and the purpose for you using these jargons will be defeated. Here, candidates are advised, for the purpose of examination, to use jargons that can easily be understood, or use them in a context that explains its meaning. Other than that, the examiner will not understand whatever that you're writing. Hence, such a candidate will lose marks for that. 4. Wrong use of contracted expressions. One thing most candidates do not always get right is the use of contracted expressions. One thing that shows that your letter is friendly in nature is the use of contracted expressions. Remember that these contracted expressions cannot be used in a formal letter. Hence, contracted expression is a unique characteristic of a friendly letter. If your letter lacks contracted expressions, it means that the candidate hasn't fully understood what is entailed in the features of a friendly letter. However, be mindful not to mistake shorthand writing for contracted expressions. This is because most candidates end up writing shorthand writing or abbreviations or acronyms for shorthand writing, which is wrong. Hence, candidates are advised to learn contracted expressions into details and how to use them effectively so not to mistake one thing for the other. 5. Presenting answers that do not suit the demands of the question. This one is a very serious issue. It is true that if you are writing a friendly letter, you have every liberty to write whatever you like without any restriction. However, if you are writing this letter for the purpose of examination, the type of question will place a limit on what you can write and what you should not write. The information you have to provide should be based on the demands of the question and not what you like to write. Anything other than this will lead you to score low marks or fail entirely. 6. Lack or absence of conventions. Conventions are also a unique feature of a friendly letter. Therefore, lack or absence of conventions will be penalized. One thing that most candidates do, which is wrong, when writing friendly letters is that they write their letters without conventions. It is only in a formal letter that you don't use conventions, but when writing friendly letters, it is a must that you have to include conventions in your letter. These conventions make your letter friendly in nature. Conventions may include asking about your friend's health, an expression of disgust at your friend's inability to reply to your letter, asking about your friend's family members, asking about mutual friends. All this makes your letter friendly in nature. 7. Meaningless or irrelevant phrases and sentences. Some candidates use sentences that have been overused or used over and over again. Hence, those sentences and phrases have lost their importance. This shows that the candidate hasn't really thought about the question. Do not use cliches or trite words. Never under any circumstance use sentences like, "The brightness of the day has given me the opportunity to pen down this letter." This sentence or phrase has been used over and over again and has lost its importance. Hence, using it only demonstrates to the examiner that the candidate hasn't really thought critically about the topic. Hence, he or she is relying on other people's words to express his point. Also, avoid the overuse of idioms, proverbs, and jargons. You can use proverbs, idioms, and jargons once in a while, but don't overuse them. Remember the saying, "Too much of everything is bad." Apply it here. 8. Wrong address. One thing that most candidates always get wrong is the address. When it comes to a friendly letter, always remember that a friendly letter has only one address, and that is the address of the writer. You may either punctuate your address or not. 9. Wrong salutation. In writing the salutation of a friendly letter, you can use "Dear Joe," "Dear Jane," or "Hi Janet," "Hello Kwame," "Hello King," "Dearest Amanda." However, some candidates go to the extreme and begin their friendly letters with "My dear friend." Such salutations are inappropriate since in real life situations, you don't interact with your friends that way, or you don't go around calling your friends "my dear friend, my dear friend, my dear friend." So, desist from the use of such salutations. Again, always put a comma after the salutation. "Dear Amanda, comma, hi Janet, comma." Don't put a full stop after the salutation. This is wrong. 10. Wrong subscription. Though you are at liberty to conclude your friendly letter the way you like, try as much as possible to avoid expressions like, "I'll drop my pen here," or "I would like to drop my pen here," or "My pen is running out of ink," or "My mother is calling me, I have to go, I have to end the letter here, I'm going to eat." All these are not proper ways of ending your friendly letter. Again, Do not place an apostrophe in your subscription. This will make it a possessive case, which is wrong. Finally, it is important for you to observe the necessary punctuation marks in your subscription. Let's further remind you that you do not need to write your full name in a friendly letter. Neither do you need to write your signature or your friend's name as part of your subscription. You are, however, permitted to use your nickname or your guy name in your subscription. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share this video.